This is the first episode. I'll go ahead and call it the first episode. Got my boy Rico, aka Fred Cole. Got Dreek Badu, Coach Gaddis, and yours truly. So the first topic is going to be who was the better athlete at Northeast? Noriana Haynes, Ben Brooks, or Romero Osby?
I think it's one better than Norion.
Jamon Hill.
Jamon Hill. I think
Jamon, bro, hand down.
It
Mud, Cub is the best athlete because Cub was a standout football, basketball, and track.
Yo, I think he over and now. I think it's and Ben and you could throw roll in there. But I think he, like Drake said, he over and we can't leave money out.
When you say better, what do you mean by that? Like what's your criteria on better?
Like Mon on record for being a top track athlete, a top baller, and a top football player. So
on what?
Like,
go ahead.
You can say Rowe but Rowe only a standout in basketball.
He was the best basketball player,
and the only a standout in basketball too. I think she was a decent runner, but she only a standout in basketball.
I said Noriana because I felt like she was the best female overall.
Yeah, but we talking about athlete, like we just saying
athlete
like
period
like athlete period. Like Mon Trump all of it. I'm talking about like, bro, we talking about best. He wasn't like our best dribbler, but we talking about like shooter, scorer. We come out the track. He running 100-meter dash. Like we talking about football. This nigga can stop on the dime, bro, and running a 4 flat. But,
okay. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. But what?
If we talking about the three, I'm gonna go with Rowe.
No, bringing Munn in it is a good argument because I think Buff said the same thing. I can't remember which one of y'all it was, but y'all brought it up last time too. But based on what y'all saying, was he the best at any of the best version of any of those things on those sports? Because he was diverse. He might have been better than Ben, but was he the best basketball player, the best at the events, the best football player on the team? Or was he just good at them?
Nah, you can argue that Munn probably was the best player on our basketball team. You can argue that now, and you can argue for football. Munn was killing it last year, bro.
Yeah, like I mean, if you looking from the outside in, y'all probably think it's like AJ, but like, man, like dog, like
Munn played both ends of the floor too.
Exactly.
That's tough.
And yeah, it's different because y'all actually played with him in a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
right. So you know how athletic he is.
Then Munn placed third in state in the Open 100, bro. That's tough.
I say Munn, like, bro, that nigga, like, I'm talking about like both ends of the court, bro. I'm talking about guard, full court, coming down, all top score, like, bro, like.
That's what I just about to say. He led us in scoring the last year, bro.
In basketball,
and he was the best perimeter defender too on that team.
So I'll give it to him for basketball, but where y'all stands at with football? Because I mean, Munn played with running back, wasn't
he? In corner too, all game,
bro. Like,
so
it's crazy, man. Like I'm telling you, bro. Like we talking about both ends of the field on both sports. Like,
Okay, well, so let real quick. Does making it to the league, like based on what we came from in Mississippi, wasn't nobody bringing scouts out there checking us out and everything else like that. So Rowe got far enough into his, I ain't gonna say career, but he got far up. Nah, he never mind. He ain't playing no more. But what's so funny, bro?
I thought he was playing overseas.
No, he was before. And I think did he get hurt or something?
We canceled, goddamn. On the first show.
Oh, what's the rap already? Where does making it to the league? I give him that he made it to the league. I said, what does making it to the league rank at as far as his achievements go for him to not be considered?
I think that's huge, bro. I mean, shit, I don't
Me
know who
too.
else
For
did it out of
Mississippi, it
Northeast.
is.
Yeah. I think it's huge, but we just talking about this being at Northeast, right? And we just talking about at Northeast, like I don't know, bro. It's hard to say.
If Mon was like 6'3", bro, it would have been over with.
Yeah, but that's all part of it though.
Yeah,
If
that's
you
why
were six,
I'm
if you
saying.
and
Like,
Buff was
if we
6'3",
huh?
oh no, I was saying if you and Buff was, y'all was cold too. If you was probably the shortest person on the team that could dunk, and there was people
Right.
taller than you that couldn't. You had the dribbles, had the shot, everything else. So if you were 6'3", you would have been up there too, 6'8", like Roe was.
Yeah, that's
That's
why I
all part
said
of it.
I give it to row forwards, like bringing the attention and shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I give it to row. But we was kind of like thinking just like off like
High
all
school.
around like ability
Mm-hmm.
and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we was giving it the cuz, like. But I understand what you're saying about like with row. It would have to be row if we
Yeah,
talking about
saying it like
attention.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, like attention and
Mm-hmm.
awareness to Northeast and shit. Cause bro had like Texas and all that coming down here,
Mm-hmm.
to watch our you know what I'm saying? I would give it to row. Like, yeah, for sure.
So the
But
reason
y'all
that
only
I
talking
threw,
basketball too.
Huh?
Y'all, we only said basketball. Like, what about Courtney Scott? Like, Courtney
See,
Scott
I mean,
now
played
yeah.
if you
football.
bring in all those people, that just go back to mine again.
Yeah, like
See?
if you do that, bro,
Yeah.
we gonna go right back to Mon. Like, it gonna go right back to him,
Yeah.
bro.
All
hold on, what did you
around.
bring
They was
Courtney
like
Scott in
Deion
for?
Sanders.
Huh?
Football.
Oh, okay.
I said all around. Mon basically was like Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
as football goes, Munn was good at his positions that he played. Do you think anybody else on the football team was as good at their position as Munn was at his?
I ain't gonna lie.
Or
During
better?
our time, man, the best running back I seen come through Northeast, bro. And that ain't no shade to
Right, but
nobody, bro.
right, but you just looking at running back. I
Uh-huh.
think Quez was a damn good quarterback.
Yeah, he was, but if I had to go, I played with both of them now that last year. I'm rolling with mine, bro.
All day.
I'm
All
rolling with
day.
mine, bro. And Quez was good,
Okay.
but being better at their position, mine was better at his position, bro, than Quez.
All day.
Yo.
Okay. I'll give you that. So okay. So between Munn and Rowe, in my personal opinion, I think Ben lays in there somewhere because Ben got a whole lot of attention like Rowe did. He got college, you know what I'm saying, everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not Munn, you know what I'm saying, was seeking, trying to and like looking at going to college and play the sports and everything else like that. Ben was in the middle too. Ben played football, basketball, track. I think he play baseball or did he no, that was that.
He didn't play baseball. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, Ben did all three of those too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was a star athlete
that's
for a
what
while.
my three: Ben, Munn, and Rowe.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
I honestly think just me again. I think Munn outshined Ben and everything that last year too, bro. Like Ben started off that summer faster than Munn, but by the end of the year, he wasn't faster than Munn either, bro. He wasn't faster than Munn no more. Like Munn trumped him. Munn was a better basketball player than him. We know that. Ben was just a good defensive player. Ben was gonna score, bro. You'll be lucky to get 2 points out of Ben. No shade to Ben.
Right.
Ben was a top on corner. He was okay at receiver. Munn was good at corner too, and Munn was damn good at running back.
Yeah,
So
I can't take that from him.
They just me. I got Munn over Ben, bro.
And I don't want to, and I don't think it.
Okay.
I don't want to sound like we biased,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But it just like, bro, it just to me, it's just what it is. Like,
yo,
and you can't like what Mun did here last year, our senior, bro. Like, no,
like, yeah, it was tough.
No, that's fair. All of that's fair. I'm just saying all things considered because I think if you looking at each sport that Mun played and the position that he played in those sports and what he did, because you talk about how fast Mun was. I think the two fastest people on the track team was Ben. Well, we had a couple people, but they kind of stuck around running sprints Only me and Buff really know that because we ran with them.
Right.
But we ain't talking about field events or those distance events and everything else like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So as far as that position goes, Ben and Mun, in my opinion, was like this. That you know what I'm saying? It was never this much of a gap between them. It was always just kind of back and forth.
I agree.
Not like a Tavoris Tate where you get out there with Tavoris Tate and the distance is so far, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I get you.
He ran the 100, the 200, the 400, the relays and everything else, and every single one of his times was just double the next one, and still blowing people out the water. So between them two, Mun might have been a little bit better, but he wasn't this much better.
Right. The only thing
And I think him and Ben was
No,
Go ahead.
I about to say the only thing I can say Mun had been in probably by a little landslide in basketball, and that's because Mun could score that bit on basketball. Ben could score. Now everything else, like you said, is neck and neck. But basketball,
okay. So I don't necessarily think it's fair to compare these two because of the sex.
Mm-hmm.
Noriana did the same thing. Noriana was a beast on the track field. Could nobody fool with her.
Yeah.
Could nobody fool with Noriana on the basketball court? Nobody, in my opinion, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think she did nothing else. But we can't even include her in football. But as far as Noriana goes, who was her competition? Who was here with Noriana in y'all opinion?
Nobody.
We talking about the women, not the girls?
Yeah, the women. Who was here in track? Who was here with?
Nobody. The
who
only
was here with her in basketball? Oh, go ahead.
The only thing, and she didn't work hard. That's the only thing. But she still was better than everybody.
She was
probably because she had no competition.
Yeah, she was. I feel like she maybe had competition. She would have been better.
Yeah.
Cause somebody would have been on her ass, but she did what she wants. She would quit basketball sometimes, then she come right back. Drake, DC know she'll come right back on the team the next day. Track, she did what she wanted to do, and you saw that, Josh. So yeah, that's the only thing I say. She just lacked, motivation and drive and all this. So she didn't have it. Honestly, I don't feel like she did, but she was still damn good.
Yeah, she was just gifted. So Ben and Mun here on track, it was somebody close to him. And football, would y'all say it right there by each other? Basketball, it might be a long shot to some degree. But with Noriana, was nobody close to Noriana in what she did.
No.
Dang. So outside of gender, would you put her in that running too? Or do you think Mun being Mun and what he did, because it's not like it's kind of boiling down to him, and what Noriana did in basketball and track, do you think that Mun's achievements and his ability in track as a man was so far from Noriana's achievement as a woman and what she did? When you got somebody right.
And I had to just think about it. And took them motherfuckers to the big house 3 years in a row too, so I can't knock that. I can't knock that.
She took them.
Yeah, she would have been playing on the team every damn year. She took them, like even after Simone and left when they had. I feel like they should have won. I ain't no offense to those folks on that Trojan girl team, but she took a bunch of nobodies, and I think DC know that shit. She took a bunch of nobodies to the big house.
You would know that better than I would, but yes. Ain't it a banner? Oh, wait, I might be tripping. Ain't it a banner hanging up somewhere because of her?
Yeah, the state runner banner in there, So
Well, you got a point. Like everybody got their points, but if we gonna say it like that, like you can't compare nobody to Roe and what he did. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't. If we talking about awareness and to what you was in, like he's staying by himself.
Yeah.
The nigga,
Roe stand by himself,
but in 2 years straight.
Roe is an anomaly because everything just kind of lined up for him. His height and his talent and everything else, people saw him. But that's all he did was basketball, not knocking that from him because that's a steal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it wasn't nobody else 6'8" on the court or even close to it other than I think the next tallest person we had was Cooley, and he was like 6'4", 6'5", something like that. So it wasn't
Cooley
even
was
nobody.
The second tallest.
Yeah.
Correct me
No
if
way.
I'm wrong. Cooler was the second tallest person on the basketball team.
What about Stan? Remember Stan? Wasn't he tall?
I don't think Stan was taller than Cooler.
Wow. Okay.
No.
Dang.
Stan just looked at like Stan had he looked at Linky. That probably what made you
Yeah.
kind of
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So with that, I mean, Roe, and as far as basketball goes, Roe is like so far out of the question because it's like he did something that I don't even recall even really happening at Northeast before, but it
Right.
all just kind of lined up for him.
Yeah.
But that's the only sport he played. He like focused on that. He didn't go out there and try to high jump.
Right.
He wasn't trying to go run wide receiver, do nothing crazy like that. He just stuck with that, and it just kind of took off for him. So I was just throwing him in there because, like, making it to the league, in my opinion, is a big achievement. But is it a big enough achievement to overlook what Noriana did for the team, or what Munn did, and what Ben, you know, it's in the eyes that was on Ben for his talent? Because you could have put Ben in anything, Ben and Munn in any sport that we had to all probably would have been good at their position.
Yeah, cause I remember they even tried to put Ben and Munn in baseball too.
Yeah.
Really?
That's why I
don't
thought they
remember
put him in
that.
it, but it was Dex.
Yeah. Nah, they wanted them to steal bases for them. Yeah.
Fred, who you got? Based on all of the information and everything, who you got? Best athlete at Northeast. That was at Northeast.
When you say, and that's why I was going to ask you, the criteria, is it all around athlete, or is it basically what they've done, how far they've gotten? Like, what's the criteria?
So the criteria is based on what they did, and
So
if
athletic.
it's athletic, and when I say what they did, like when Buff said Noriana took the team to where she took the team to, or Munn being is the points, you know what I'm saying, or speed and everything else. Him and Ben right here, it's like, okay, who you got there with Rowe? One sport took it as far as he could probably get to, for real.
All right.
And Noriana, so it's a lot of different things, but it's not all just one, because it wouldn't be fair.
I would say I'm gonna put Jamon Hill number one, because I seen this man. The way, bro, he came to school one time. He was so fat, bro. It took one summer, and he lost so much weight. Nigga was flipping and running faster than anybody, doing all kind of shit. So I seen him and what he done and how he transformed himself. And it takes a lot, first of all, to go from that, because even when he had weight, he was still fast and doing shit. But he was focused, determined. So that's a whole nother level of it. So I'm gonna say all around athletic in all the sports, Jamon, and then I would have Rose second because how far he made it, and I'm definitely putting Noriana third. That's how I would do it.
That boy Munn wasn't even in the conversation. AK, shut rest in peace, Kobe. and got brought in. Who you got, Drake? DC.
Achievement. I'm gonna give it to Roe, but
no, overall.
Oh,
overall,
overall,
best athlete, yeah.
Mud Hill all day. Mud Hill all day. Cuz all day.
That's who you got too, bud?
Yep, I got Roller. Now he the greatest basketball player to come out of Northeast. You can't knock that.
Yeah.
But we talking about just everything, guys. I gotta go with Cuz. It Munn.
So I didn't put him in there, but I'm gonna go with Munn too. And the reason that I'm gonna go with Munn is because y'all know Munn way better than I do. But I know Munn. I'm not gonna say I know. Munn was good just because he was good. I think a lot of stuff that Ben did, like his dad was real big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Putting him in these positions and trying to get him to go here and do this and like push him to do that. From my understanding, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, Munn just did it because he was athletic and wanted to try it out.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level. He got to have that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine
Yeah.
like stumbling onto something because you just wanted to and you just happen to be that good to where it's debatable versus having your family push you to try to do something and you got some, you know what I'm saying?
That's why me and Buff saying, cause bro, coming up in LA, cause we had no training. We had no bro. We had no training, bro. Like you said, bro, I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10" on a good day, and I was jamming. I can run like a 4.6 on a good day. No training. That's all us, no training, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like the shit, it's crazy, bro. Like like that being was coached.
Right.
We were just out here jumping sticks, throwing balls
running in the woods on the road.
Creek. Like we were doing
hot
shit like
sun,
that.
no shoes on.
No shoes on, like bro, we just country as hell like that bitch. Just
And that's it. And like you said, then Ben already had the work ethic. Like, and I remember being in the weight room with those boys, man. Me and Mun working out the same as Ben. We got the same drive Ben got. Ben just had his dad to coach him up and stuff, you know, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's like, you know, we had that same drive. So Mun got that same drive that he got. He's like, shit, hell, if Ben be right, I'm finna beat his ass, then they go ride, bitch it.
Yeah.
You know, he already had that drive. That's how he lost the weight and stuff with Fred talking about. He had a drive, like, man, like I want to play basketball. And I know I got to lose weight. And man lost all that shit in 2 months.
In one summer. Hey, he did some transformation shit on some Dragon Ball Z shit. That shit was crazy, bro.
Bro, nigga, we were training to be Saiyans that summer. we was locked in that summer, man.
For real.
Yeah. That's funny, bro. I don't remember Mun being at that weight, but I do remember him being big or bigger and having a belly, and then out of nowhere, this dude is stupid. So, well, I guess Jam snuck his way into this too, just like he snuck his way in all these other sporting events and took a dub. So Mun got it on that.